Hey guys, it's Jack with Castile Farm Bees out here. We're got my Russian queens in today, and we're gonna make some splits. I didn't really probably should have pulled these frames yesterday and let them be queenless for a day before I split them, but weather didn't really permit that. So we're gonna make them, and it looks like it's about to rain, so I'm kind of trying to hurry. I am gonna leave them queenless until this evening. I'm gonna put these. I'll put the queens in about 6 or 7 hours. So since the last time you've been with me, so our big hive here, I've added a second super to it, and they've moved up in. The queen was laying in it the other day, and they look great. These guys are starting to draw more comb, so we'll go ahead and get started here. I'm gonna put these splits into my 5-frame nukes, and then we'll move them here shortly. I'm going to, keeping up with the theme, I'm gonna put one of my splits over here with these, and the other one on the other side of the house there where I put that other split. And we'll check in on it. It's been about 15 days. They may need another frame of bees. We'll just see when we get in if they need a boost or not. But it's been 15 days. So I do, since I'm introducing new queens, I do want to make sure I find the queen so I don't stick her in. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And these guys continue to draw comb. Fantastic. I can't see. She was up in here laying. Yeah, there's eggs. She's still up in here laying. I gave them the second box because they were starting to backfill a little bit with honey, with nectar. So I gave them the second box just to give them more room. Like I said, she was up in here laying. Still looks that way. All this new hatch brood that's come out, she's relaid with eggs. They've got some nectar up top. So it's a real nice pattern. And they're drawing comb. We finally got good weather where they've getting a good flow going. So some larvae down here, they backfilled a lot with honey. Big old drone. Still haven't found the queen. And I might have to pause. We're starting to sprinkle. I don't hope it doesn't just come a downpour. Alright, so I've not found the queen in this upper box. I am going to go ahead and pull this other frame because it's got a lot of cat brood and some eggs, so this will be, and some sores on it. This will be a great frame to pull. And I'm going to double check. Didn't see the queen, and I still don't see her. So I'm going to place an empty back in there. The way they're drawing comb, these guys are doing great. Well, my plan is just to take a frame from each. And try not to hurt either one of them too much. And I am smoking because the weather's not the best, and I'm wanting to get this done real quick. So what I'm going to look for is I want another frame. This one's got a lot of drones on it, so I'm not going to take it. I want another frame of good brood. for some larvae. Can't brood. A few drones. Bunch of larvae on this one. So I really like to find one that's got a little bit more capped.
Phoebe! Phoebe! Phoebe!
Phoebe!
Phoebe! Phoebe! Phoebe! Phoebe! Her collar broke off.
Oh.
That's a no.
Did it break or?
Hang on, snapped. Which I don't even know how that's possible.
I don't either.
God, she hit me hard. That hurt.
You okay?
Yeah. Bad call.
Pinched one there. But hopefully I can still keep them calm. Right on the end of the thumb. The dog got loose and started chasing the chickens. This hive has gotten a little bit testy here lately. And the weather is not helping. A lot of stores, a lot of caps. The other side looks like this, and this is going to be a good frame to take. Yep. I'm going to go ahead and take this frame. I'm looking for the queen. I don't see her. But this is a great frame. It's got good stores of pollen and nectar on the outside. They backfilled a little bit, but a lot of cap brood. And I don't see the queen. So that's going to go into our other split there. And I want to replace that one with a blank. So that's good. Now I'm going to get in this other one. We'll go ahead and put this one back together. I might get back into it here in just a minute. Because I do think that other split I made needs a little bit of help. And if they do, I'm going to take a frame from this and give it to them. All right. On this one, we're going to take a frame here. They are drawing a little bit better. This is one that draws, they're not drawing much. And it's messed up. I had quit feeding them because they were backfilling. But I started feeding them a little bit more, and they started drawing a little bit more comb. So anyways, I'm going to look for the same thing here. I do not want to get my queen. And I'm going to be a little bit picky because I do want to get some straight comb. I don't want it. Alright, so it's good eggs and larvae. It's not capped. I really prefer it to be capped so it can hatch and the new queen can come out and just start laying in it. So this is not going to be a candidate. But it is, for this colony anyways, a hair straighter. I'm going to pull this out of frame. Let's give myself some room. I mean, that right there is straight. Well, there's larvae down in it. And they're building that just wonderfully. So maybe that trend will continue. This queen does like to hide from me. All right, this is gonna be a good frame to take. If the queen's not on it, I'm gonna give it a good look. Yeah, queen's on this frame, so I'm not gonna take it. So we're gonna set that frame to the side. Some of these other frames will be good to take. Larva capped. This has got more young brood on it. I want a little bit older brood. Since I know where my queen is, I'm gonna continue looking. And that one's young brood as well. He needs to get over here and lay what it looks like. All right, this one I'm gonna take. It doesn't have a lot of capped. It's got good bee coverage on it, so that'll help. I'm trying to see if there's any eggs down in here. It's cloudy and I'm having trouble. Don't really see any, but that's okay. The new queen can come out and just start laying right ahead. There are some eggs in it. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give them this. That's a good frame. It's got some capped and then a lot of empty comb. And some stores. They are getting starting to rain a little bit harder. They're getting a little bit testier. And this looks like another good frame. It's good and capped. And does have some larvae, but we're gonna go ahead and give this one to them too, and I'm gonna stick it in this other one. All right. Now I'm gonna put 2 more frames. I'm gonna alternate them a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna put them over here because they're drawing this comb over here a little bit straighter. So I'm gonna alternate them down in there. Try to entice them. And they're drawing pretty good. They're doing better than they were anyways. Push these together. And get this last frame in here, which they were drawing well. All right. So that looks great. We'll get these guys buttoned back up. It's just starting to rain a little bit harder. Get these splits done. So one of them is going to go right here, and I put them in a 5-frame nuke. So not that I'm worried about them really getting cold, because I'm not, but we'll do that until they get it built up. Put that, and I've changed my top feeder system. So instead of putting the jars directly in, I made these little things so it'll set down in there and they can get up in it. I like them better. They can get through that hole still, but they don't drown. If the syrup leaks a little bit, it's just gonna leak on that inner cover. So that's what I've gone to on my feeder systems. I like it the most out of anything I've tried. I've still got entrance feeders on these other 2, and they're big enough that they can handle it right now. I will switch later on though, and put them on one like this. Anyways, that's just gonna sit down in there, and I'll just arrange it. I don't want it to be right above them, but I want it to be where they can just crawl up in there real easy. Oh, I'm using my other box as a prop here. So that's what it looks like. It's that right there. That way they can crawl right in there and still get that sugar water. So I'm gonna get these guys buttoned up, get these guys to the other side of the yard. And then I'm going to introduce the queens later tonight. I'm going to let them be queenless for a few hours. Like I said, I should have done it yesterday, but it just didn't happen that way. So, other thing I'm probably going to do is I'm going to put some grass in front of the entrance. It may or may not help with the drift, them going back to the original colonies. But there's enough bees in there, and most of them are going to be nurse bees with the bee and brood frames. So, that's what we got going on. Check back in a few days, and we'll make sure these queens are released and see if they get to laying. Thanks for watching.